come out of the whole Brahman. Brahman is still full, although the whole universe has come out of it. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading Shwetashwatara Upanishad. Very beautiful ideas we got from these verses, and that that who is residing in the heart of all, in the thumb-like heart, very small heart, but it is shining like that of the light of the sun. And when it becomes added with the resolutions and do's and don'ts and ego, and when it is reflected with the intelligence, then it is seen to be as jiva, individual soul. That same consciousness, only when identified with this, limits itself into a space and thinks himself to be identified with the body, I, ego, then it becomes the jiva, individual soul. But jiva is, in essence, that consciousness. And he says that that individual soul, what we are talking about, which transmigrates, no? We are born and again. Which transmigrates? It is the individual soul transmigrates. Because it has this sankalpo, vikalpo. I wish this, I don't like this, I like this. And all these desires come there, ego comes there, and karma flows with it. As a result, this is the subtle body which is called jiva, and this jiva moves from one body to the other body to the other body. That individual soul, therefore, it is very subtle, subtle as the, if you can split the hair in hundreds of parts, it is subtler than the subtlest and subdivided into times. But yet, is nothing but that consciousness. But as though it is minutest of the minute, but the same consciousness permeates, which is the part of the cosmic consciousness. And that is the life's goal, is to know him. Savigya, goal of human life is to know not this jiva, individual soul, but that soul which is in the heart of all and which has the desire to do something, to get something, to achieve something, and that desires guides them, unfulfilled desires to another body. This is the jiva. But this jiva is Shiva. This jiva is the consciousness. Though it appears to be individual soul, but it is that absolute consciousness, undivided principle of absolute non-duality. And that is Savigyo, and that is to be realized as consciousness. That means, who are we? Who am I? That question comes again. That is to be realized. That is the goal of life. And that reality is neither man or woman. Naiva Stri, Naiva Kuman. You cannot tell that he is a man or he is a woman or he is anything else. Jat Jat Srinamadatte. Whatever body it takes, consciousness spreads to that body. A cat body, dog body, human body, animal body, insect body. It takes that consciousness permeates, as it were, through all the limbs of that body. So, Jat Jat Sariramadutte, Tena Tena Sajujjate. It has the potential capacity to spread according to the body it takes. Therefore, every insect to the highest human personality, all are the same consciousness. That consciousness permeates to them. But they think, because of their small petty thought that I am this, I am this. So they identify with that body. And and that body, according to that demand of the body, desire of the body, he moves, he asks, he prays, he eats, he sleeps, he makes his daily movement. So, so he is neither female, neither male, neither anything. Whatever body he assumes, he becomes identified with that. That is the point. Now we are identified with the human body. Similarly, it happens to any cat body, dog body. When a cat, if he's identified with cat body, dog body, so it is the same consciousness. Really, Maya, that's why it is called Maya. The same consciousness in a glass, it looks like a glass. In a cup, it looks like a cup. In a vase, it looks like a vase. These are the different bodies, and it permeates into that. And and that body or that feature, he identifies also. I am this. I am this. Suppose if one calls by my name, you don't respond. I respond. Because I have identified myself, the same consciousness, permeated with it, with my ego, with my mind, with my emotions added together, that limited what is called jiva. And then I respond, I think it is me. If someone says, who did this job? If you say it is Sarvadevananda, then Sarvadevananda becomes responsible because he identifies and he takes the burden of his praise and blame. And that's why he is a jiva. But if he identifies, I am Brahman, I don't do anything. It's body mind is done. Then he is free from all the entanglements. The jiva then goes back to its own serene consciousness. By desire, contact, sight, and delusion, this embodied soul assumes successively various forms in various places according to his deeds, just as the body grows nourished by showers of food and drink. So, this desire, as soon as the jiva identification comes, its mind starts functioning, and then desire comes in the mind. So, desires contact, the senses come into the picture, sense and the sense object, they get contact. And all this entire understanding of the world is our sense contact. When I see, then I get affected by it. I don't see, I'm not affected by seeing not by the eyes, seeing maybe through the ear. I said, I heard it. I know it is true. Why? You heard it, you didn't see. The five senses, the touch, the sense object, and the senses gives the perception of the reality of the world. So, by desire, by contact, sight, as you see, the delusion, this embodied soul then assumes successive bodies. Why? He has experienced this body, then he wants to find some other body, to experience some other thing. Because you need to enjoy the world, you need different bodies. In one body, you can enjoy one way. In another body, you can enjoy another way. No, male body, female body. Yeah? The body of a bird body. They enjoy it differently. The fish in the ocean, they enjoy the life differently. So everyone enjoys because there is a desire behind it, and as a result, according to desire, they partake of a body and mind similar and similar to the fulfillment of that desire. We create ourselves. That's the point. Vedanta says we create and recreate ourselves. Every day we are creating and recreating. What you want, you are creating yourself that way. You are recreating yourself. So creating and recreating your own self. So embodied self assumes successively one finish and another and another and another. Endless chain of birth and death goes on because it is the desire As Buddha says, Buddha's idea. Trishna, the desire to fulfill whatever the mind wants, and you need to fulfill that need, you need a body of that nature, and the objects, you have to come in contact with the objects, and your experience goes on because consciousness is there, and the mind, emotion, intellect, they are functioning to this, and senses are active, sense and sense, touch, this is called touch, sparsha, vedana, sparsha, these are the two different terms. Sparsha means touch, hot, cold, or it is hard, soft. This perception is coming because of the touch. So similarly, seeing is one, conception comes. What is the object? And I identify them separately. So these are by happening, and that's why our rebirth continues, one body to another body to another. Now, last time we read this verse 12, very beautiful. Stulani shukshmani bahuni chaiva. We take different bodies. Now we are in the stula body. Stula body means gross body. Gross food we are eating, gross objects we are seeing, gross sound we are hearing. This is stulani. Sukshmani, when you go to dream, you dream, in the dream, you drink what water? Dream water, no? This water you don't drink. If someone pours your mouth, drink this water, you will be choked. So according to Sukshma, when you are in the Sukshma body, you eat Sukshma Rupani. There is subtle side. You see the sun there, you see the moon there, you see the friends there, you see the party going on there. And everything, not this gross. The Sukshmani Bahuni Chaiva. So this gross body is many, as also the Sukshma body, the subtle body, that is also many. And Bahuni Chaiva, Rupani, and that's why different forms we take, and different name we take, name form. Sagunoir Brinoti. The embodied self chooses many forms, gross and subtle. That's why it is said that ghost body, no? That's a body. We call Devaloka. In Hindus have different planes of gods and goddesses. They are not gross, but they are in the subtle level. So these bodies are taken to fulfill certain desires of them, based on the qualities belonging to himself, to the actions, what type of action he wants, what type of belonging, the qualities they need. Qualities means belonging to the body. What the embodied self assumes a new body is influenced in the choice by the qualities of its previous body, mind, and action. We decide, as I say, that our scripture suggests when we die, what happens? Last thought. I have so many desires in me, so many wishes we have, but suddenly at the point of death, what last thought comes? That makes the trajectory of next birth. Because the desire leads to that, achieve that type of body, that type of environment, that type of, say someone says, I will be born in a yogi's house, no? Bhagavad Gita says that those people who have done austerity and good practice, yogi nam eva kule bhavati dhimatam, they get born into that family where the whole family is yogi family, meaning mom meditates, dad meditates, they chant the Vedic mantras or what is this, songs, bhajan, etc. That's born from the childhood, the baby gets the environment. We select our environment. Everyone, because of our desires, we select our environment. That's why even say we select our parents. because I need to fulfill my desire. Why shall I be born? Suppose if in this life someone uh, was desirous to have be a scholar and deeply study and this and that. So his soul will be seeking for some place where that desire to be fulfilled. So he will have to be born in such a family where the scholarly environment is there. From childhood, they are very highly intellectual people or talking like a rich family. He is born in a rich family. His desire is prompting and he is searching where is the rich family, where I will go and where my desire will be fulfilled. And then that's why it is called this trajectory is fixed in the last lives when we are leaving the body. This life's end will last. That's why we say when you go to see some friends who are dying, just help them by teaching them, talking about God, or what she or he likes, which way they want to meditate, which way they pray. That's the last good help because his mind will get a boosting on that part because he cherished that ideal all through the life. He wants to be a good person, maybe very charitable person, maybe very highly educated person, maybe highly uh, recognized person in the society. So to fulfill that, they take the body and the environment. This is the rebirth theory. It makes sense, uh, but your all other desires remain in your memory chip. Memory stick, all that from the old computer, you take out in the memory stick, and it remains. And now it can give result to in the new body can give all potential are there. But last life's last thought that gives the trajectory. Mane, just before you took the car to go somewhere else, last at the point when you are starting the engine, you thought, no, I will go this way. So your trajectory are all different. No. So this is called our and also karma theory. This is our karma theory. We get entangled into problems or we are free from problems. All comes because of the ball is moving. And in the middle you cannot have any control change. No. The simple thing we can example. Yesterday I was coming from Pittsburgh. So my simple formula was that there is a changeover in Phoenix. The plane will come, there is sufficient time, I will change it. There's only one gate to another gate. And see, karma, trajectory has been thrown. The ball is moving. You cannot say, hey, ball, go that way. Now you cannot do anything. Already your angle and direction has been put into the motion. Now the weather become bad and the storm started, so the plane could not land and they tried to go one round, two round, and then said, no, my fuel is gone. I have to fill up the fuel. So I have to move somewhere closer by. So we are going to Las Vegas. Okay, the plane came back to Las Vegas. And then after feeling this, that, it took a long time. And then when went back, my connecting flight, I couldn't catch. Next flight, I could not. It is full, it is full, it is full. Night, 11 o'clock, 11:30. I was not intended to have all these things. In the present state, I will analyze. I didn't want all these things, but not you wanted because your karma has put you into that situation on that time. Why you in that flight? You could have gone half an hour earlier flight or after. Once that there are so many flights, so it is in our life also. Karma theory makes sense there because my trajectory is going. It will interject with another one when what we do not know. It's all in a master plan continuing. So next life is we work in that way, we take a body that way, we born in the environment as if we are helpless. There you cannot do because you have triggered the gun, a bullet, and bullet is just out of your gun. So it is in the middle. It will go in its own way. So our life is determined that way. We determine our life. That's why the hope is that we can readjust our life. We can become what we want. We can work on that to change ourselves. And I can create my new trajectory, Godward, or whatever the goal of one. So he says that the embodied self chooses many forms. It either grows or in subtle. The gods and goddesses, the Hindu gods and goddesses. Also, the idea of angels. The angels live where? In the subtle body. I don't see. I can the physical eyes I cannot see, but they live in the subtle world. Our Hindu gods and goddesses, where they live, they're here maybe, but I cannot see because they're in the subtle body. So, say Swami Prabhupada was here. He saw Holy Mother standing over there. In which body? Gross body. Gross body is gone in the time when she left the body. But now she's there in subtle body. But what you don't see, I don't see. He went into that type of mental state. So she can see that Holy Mother, Swami Brahmananda, like that. So they are here, but I cannot see. That's why it said that it based on gross and subtle body, and how they take the gross and subtle body based on the qualities or belonging to himself and the tendencies they had, what he wanted. According to that, of their combination is found to be uh, to actions and to the mind. So to belonging to himself and to his actions and to the mind. So now in this life we can really think of God, think of the divine, think of our real nature. Then we can be freed from entanglement. Now, 13th verse we are reading today. Anadi anantam Anadi anantam kulilassa madhe Anadi anantam kulilassa madhe Vishwassu srastaram srastaram anekarupam anekarupam Vishwasaikam Vishwasaikam Parivestitaram Parivestitaram Gyatva Devam Gyatva Devam Mucchate Sarvapashvai. Now, this being the theory that we create our future, we create what we want to be by our action, by our thinking, we can change not this trajectory. This life will go on. Holy Mother said, because God realization, a blind person will not be having vision with vision. No, that is past life's work. But what will happen next birth, that I can control now. What is my next future life will be. I am the maker of my own destiny. So here he says, Anadi Anantam, without the beginning and end. Kalilasya Madhye, the chaos, in the midst of the chaos of the cosmos, the creator, Aneka Rupam, assumes many forms of the Vishwas of the universe. Ekam only, Purivestitara, that there is only one reality which permeates. All this diversity, all these varieties of chaos and confusion, in that middle of that only the one envelops everything. And that is the Devam, that is the duty, the brightness, the illumine reality. Gatva, and if you can know that, experience that, realize that, sarva pasai mucchate, that person will be free from all types of bondage. So this bondage we are talking about, we have created our bondage by separating from the cosmic reality, coming back to the individual jiva consciousness. And jiva consciousness, I am this much, this is my fate, this is my work, this is my environment. I have limited myself this way. Now, if we take a turn otherwise, Anadi Anantam Kalilasya Madhye, in this world, which is a chaos of thousands of turmoils and chaos going on all around, Vishwaswatara, that Lord God who has created this universe, Aneka Rupam, though varieties, but that one who has created this and who has enveloped everything, this whole creation is enveloped by that reality. One Gatwa, if one can realize that, one can experience that reality, then he will be muchyate, will be freed from sarva papui, all types of sin. What is sin? In Vedanta, sin is ignorance. All types of misconception will vanish. That's why it is said, Vidyate hridaya granthi, chiddante sarva samsaya. All the doubts will be cut asunder. No doubt, no more doubt. I see truth face to face. That is called the realization. Aparaksha anubhuti. Aparaksha means, paraksha means through some media. I am understanding you through my senses. It may be giving me wrong information if my eyes are defective. It is passing to the mind. If my mind is distorted, it can give wrong. I saw you. He said, I never come here. You have seen somebody else. This type of confusion happens many times. No? So it is my mind was little confused or something and didn't give the right information. It discolored. It confused the truth. That's a misapprehension of the thing. So here, papa means this ignorance, this not knowing, this misunderstanding of the truth of what it is to perceive in a different way. So realizing him who is without beginning or end, who creates the cosmos in the midst of chaos, who assumes many forms, and who alone envelops everything, one becomes free from all fetters. So solution is given. What is the goal of human life? Is to know this. How to know this? It's so much chaos and confusion. That will remain. People say, oh, so much chaos, how can I meditate? How can I think? That is the opportunity to understand there is all chaos all the time. There is no perfect sattika, perfect calmness. Calmness is in God. All disturbance is in the creation. And creation is name and form. Creation is desire and action. And that desire and action propelling to one body to experience to this and that, like enormous struggle of life, and ultimately understanding that what makes me run, what is the substratum of all these things, what permeates all this chaos and confusion. All the chaos and confusion is the ocean, but it is all ocean. No? All the war is the water only bubbling up or becoming a tsunami or becoming whatever. It is only water. So in that chaos, that's why Upanishad beautiful verse that Nitya Anityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Jopitadhatu Kaman Chetanas Chetananam. We know we are conscious. But what is the consciousness behind this consciousness? I see you, this I'm aware of you. But what is the consciousness behind this perception? Chetanas Chetananam. Nitya Anityanam. Anitya means impermanent. In the midst of infinite number of impermanent objects, that which is permanent. What is that permanent? Unchanging. That consciousness, which is the substratum of all our awareness. Chetanas Chetanana. Eko, being one. Bahuna, multiple universe, which is multiple creation. Eko Bahunam, jo vidodhati kamat, who fulfills all the desires of millions and billions and trillions and zillions of created world. That one, that is to be known. Eko Bahunam. Tam Atmastanye Unupashanti. Those who understand him experience him as my own self. That one, that consciousness of the consciousness, that permanent in the impermanent, that reality, and which permeates everything. It's a very beautiful meditation. Look at that every turmoil and see what is the background support of it. What is all creation? What is that unseen power of consciousness permeating everything? And that is different, which is my own self. Tam Atmastham. In my own core of my heart, I am to feel that it is the same consciousness. Ya Anupashyanti, who can see it, who can feel it, who can experience it. Tesham Shukam Shashwati. Their happiness is eternal. Tesham Shukam. No iteration. How many people may try in different ways and means they cannot find peace. This is the only point of peace and joy, blessings. So this is the same verse, a very beautiful verse. They Anadi Anantam, think this creation is beginningless, endless almost to us. It has end, of course, with the knowledge. But for us ignorant people, as if it is beginningless, Ananta, Anadi, no end. And this chaos and confusion in this Vishwaswatara, that Srashta, the creator, who creates this whole universe, and Aneka Rupam, how many varieties, how many forms, how many names he has created in this whole cosmos. Vishwaswa Ekam, only one permeating in this whole cosmos, and is permeated Puribestito. Puribestito means Puri means externally and internally it is permeated. That Gatva, only knowing that, Devam, that is Dutimaya. When you know that, what is that? That is the light of the light. That's why Devam means not God, but Devam means Duti, the light of the light, the light of consciousness, light of blissfulness, light of Ananda. That one, Muchyate, he becomes freed from the all types of bondage of the world. He becomes Jivan Mukta. He becomes free while in the light.
Jnatva is same as Drishtva or Labdva.
Again, we have to this Gyatva means not intellectual knowledge, not as I was saying, through media, no media. Our all knowledge, secular knowledge, is Vishaya Indriya Samyoga, the subject and object. Object, there is some object, and my senses will be connected with the help of mind. These three are there. So it is Gyatva, it is knowledge. It is Paraksha knowledge. Paraksha means you are depending on your eyes, depending on your mental condition, depending on all your intellect, and how you are focused or you are engaged. But it is no, without anything. Eyes cannot see that. Ears cannot hear that. That is the Upanishadic statement. Seeing through the eyes, ears is not the darshan. Real vision is feel it and permeate it. It is your spontaneous experience without any media. It is saturated, it is permeated like that. That's without any help of any sense organs, without the help of any mind or any tool through which we react and act in the world. That is called here Gyatva. That means aparaksha anubhuti. In Vedanta, two terms are there, paraksha, aparaksha. Paraksha means that which is done through some agency of other things, but aparaksha means we don't need any other agency. It is my real nature. I need not have to find another source to support me. It may be for the beginning it is needed. No, when we learn, then the process forgotten. We have forgotten our real identity. That's why it is necessary at the beginning. But the matured state will come spontaneously. All doubt will be vanished. With that statement will come. So, Kogagatam kenava nitam kutro linam idam jagat odhunaiva maya drishtam nasti kim mahat adbhutam. Shankaracharya says, And that this world, as I was seeing just now, so palpable, so hard, good, bad, happiness, misery, joy, suffering. There's so much going on. Kaggatam, why did it vanish? Kena vanitam, who stole away that world or perception, what I was feeling all my life, no? Kena vanitam. Kutra linam, why did it disappear, evaporated? That, like the incense, no? Incense you burn, what happens? Incense burns and the incense is also destroyed. So similarly, like better example, camphor. Camphor you burn and you see the camphor. But the camphor is burned means camphor is gone. Its existence gone. So knowledge of the world in its real perspective will come. This world vanishes, disappears. ওই যে শূন্যে শূন্য মিলাইল Swami Vivekananda in the Song of Samadhi, when it is writing, he says, this world, perception of this world was not there. That's the theoretical part of the Vedanta. But I feel it is merged into Shunna, void. Void ended into void. That means that what was not there, that gone forever. Shunna, Shunna. But then is it really zero? Buddhists don't talk about that here. They say it's void. They stop there. Vedanta goes one step up. It is not void, but it cannot be expressed through your mind and tools of intellect. It cannot give you the understanding and you cannot hold it there.
Is this similar to what Thakur says about Bodhe Bodha?
Yeah. It is the just description, how you will feel in every pore of pratibodha viditam. Same word, bodhibodh. Upanishad talks about pratibodha viditam. In every bodha, your every experience of suffering, every experience of heat, cold, any feeling come, in that every experience is permeated by that consciousness. You will feel that it is that consciousness. There is no two. That's why it is said that our suffering and misery and all this are little, all are mere experiences, sensations. It is a sensation. Sensation of whom? That one consciousness. So that is the state. It cannot be expressed. That's why Swami Vivekananda said it cannot be expressed. That's why the whole experience enters into void. Here, Buddhist and Ram Vivekananda is common. Upanishad and Vivekananda, this idea is all Buddhist idea and Upanishadic idea. But Upanishad goes one step further to teach us it is not void. Don't think it is void, but it cannot be avang manasa gocharam. It is not in the perception of your little mind. Mind is dead there. Your ego is dead. You are done. A small drop of water touches the ground, top of the ocean. And as you touch the ocean, where is the drop? Drop is dead. Drop is shunna. No, drop has become the ocean. Two approach. You can say drop is dead. That's also true. It's the expression. And drop has become the ocean, or drop is ocean. So I am that. That truth becomes. Or I is gone. Naham. No. Or it is shunna. All my perception is gone when I merge into the ocean. That little, all petty things gone. So this book, which is based on Shankara's commentary by Gambhirananda Maharaj, it says one becomes free from all fetters, realizing the effulgent one, that which is effulgent, devam. Devam means here effulgent. It does not depend on some other's borrowed light. This is borrowed light. Electricity is there, that's why we see this light, borrowed light. Moonlight is borrowed light. In comparison, sun's light is self-effulgent. Sun does not need any other support to make it show that is a light, is a bright. So one becomes free from all fetters by realizing the effulgent one, capital, who is beginningless and infinite, who exists in the midst of inscrutable world as its witness. Whatever is happening, the unmoving consciousness is all the time steady there. It never goes away. In us, so many things are happening in the body, mind, emotion from our childhood till today. But someone is in me saying, I. I is always observing all these things. It has not changed. Let us remember your concept of I, did it change anything? You say, I, when I in my school days, this happened. That I, and today, yesterday, you say, I was in Pittsburgh. I, the same I, unchanging I, it is not changing. That is that as witness. So thinking that you are the witness consciousness, that is unchanging. So one who is beginningless and infinite, who exists in the midst of this inscrutable world as its witness. Everything is happening, nothing happening. Everything is happening, but nothing happening. That's why it is Maya. It seems so many things are going on, but nothing happening. The magician is showing so much magic, nothing happening. That's really, it is befooling us. Magicians befool us. We take our money and we sit there to see the magic, and we are all fools. He comes late, and our watch is already delayed, and he says, "Sorry, I'm late." No, I'm in correct time. Look at your watch. Everyone sees this watch. Watch is the no correct time, and then magic goes. Now we watch. Oh, sorry, this is my first play. First show. PC Sarkar, junior PC is now, his father was that time. So he played that in the Star Theatre. I was a very small boy then. I went to see. And he entered like that little late, intentional late. That is his first game, first magic. What is magic? And everyone saw late. And he said, he himself said, "Oh, am I late? No. Please check, everyone. Tell me, what is your watch says? Is it not the perfect time?" And everyone saw the perfect time. And then within the next one, now we watch. Then saw the old. Everyone is mesmerized. Everyone is befooled. Whatever way, controlling the mind or whatever. So God can do it. All magician can do this thing. God can so much magic. Things are happening, but it is nothing happening. Who is the projector of the universe? This God, Lord, is the projector, creator of the universe, who has multifarious forms. He has taken the million and zillion of forms of plants, animals, living being, non-living being, etc. And who is the one entity encompassing the universe. So one becomes free by feeling identity with that. That means know thyself. That is the measure. Upanishadic message is always comes back to the self. Know who you are. In this middle of turmoil, there is unchanging reality. Try to hold on to that. Go to that place. Mujjate, one becomes free. Mucchate means one makes free. Sarvapasvi, from all types of fetters, from ignorance, desires, and actions. Ignorance, desire, avidya, kama, karma is a very beautiful term. Vedantic term, Shankara's commentary, you will find many places, 3 words. Avidya, kama, karma. Avidya means ignorance. Ignorance, then because why do you ask for anything in the world? You are all Satchidananda Sarupa. You are of the nature of perfect bliss and peace. Infinite bliss and infinite. You are not a beggar. We are not beggars. But why? Why? Avidya. Because of the ignorance. You are deluded, ignorance. And as you are ignorance, then kama. Oh, I am imperfect. I want this. I will be happy. And you are that happiness. You are asking. It's a foolishness. They say, why it is coming? Because of desire. Desire coming because of ignorance. And that's why ignorance, desire. And when desire comes, what we do? We go and act it. I want to get it. How will you get it? With my all the organs of actions, eyes, organs of perception. I engage myself to complete that, fulfilling the desire. So the whole life has been symbolized, in the whole our life has been symbolized in three words: avidya, kama, karma. Really, whole life we are running after that. Suppose you are starting a student studying very hard. What? He will get a good grade and get a good job. Okay?
Mhm.
Avidya. First, no, that cannot make you happy. It can give you momentary some comfort and support and uh, whatever achievement you can, but it cannot give you permanent happiness. But avidya, ignorance, is the first point. And then calm, desire comes, then I will go to school, which school, this school, that school. Okay, borrowed money and this and that, whatever, you do that second step. Karma and then engage into karma. And that is the cycle goes on. Our all action is driven by ignorance. Ignorance because we forgot our real identity. We forgot we don't need anything. We are all self-fulfilled in our real nature. But I am not in the real nature. I am away from that. That is ignorance. And that ignorance is giving the inner mind some desire. And desire is making me mad by running into fulfillment and work and work and work. And work is creating another desire. I do one work and achieve something or fail. If I fail, I shall try again. If I achieve, then I will, what will happen? Still another achievement, still another achievement. Endless journey goes on and not searching within, out, searching outside. So it says the desire, ignorance, desire, action. From ignorance, desire, action, you will be all cleared from these fetters of ignorance, fetters of desire, fetters of action. Gyatva, by realizing, Sankara says realizing, aparakshanuti, devam, the effulgent one, the supreme self, which is anadi anantam, who is beginningless and infinite, without beginning and end, who exists madhya, in the midst of what?
Kalilas.
Kalilasa, this which is massive changes and turbulence, eh, inscrutable understanding that this impenetrable and deep world in which we live, no? So how much we are tormented by these words, everyday episodes going on around us in our personal life, in our society life, in everywhere. So this is the inscrutable and impenetrable deep world whose Srastara, who has created this? That means who has projector, the originator, that Vishwaswa of this universe. Aneka Rupam, who has created multifarious forms, and yet who is only one entity, and who is Parivestinam and encompassing the universe. He exists by himself, by pervading it. Okay, so now I will read another book, another explanation. Swami Lokeshwarananda. He says, the Lord is without a beginning and without an end. He is hidden in the depths of chaos. He is the creator of the world and is manifest in many forms. Yet he also envelops the world. He is the one without a second. If you know him, if you know him means know him as your own self. Not knowing he is somebody, I am somebody. That's even duality remains. And duality cannot solve the problem. So long duality, so long ignorance. But it is no two, only one. When you know this, you become free from all bonds. So, Kolilasa Gahana. Kolila Gahana means mysterious confusing. This world process is mystifying. We cannot understand it. Really, if we look at the world, why this thing happening? Why question comes? There is a big question remains unsolved. All the scientific exploration has cleared many doubts, but so much is yet coming newer questions. Why, what? We cannot understand it in this. We cannot explain the disparities that we see. There is chaos both at the collective level and at the individual level. Why are some people poor? Why others are rich? Why there is so much fighting going on? Even with myself, I am constantly at war. Why try to understand? Why try to understand? But we cannot. We all try to understand everything, no? But we cannot understand that. We just do not know why there is this chaos. But behind this chaos, there is the cosmic self, the creator of the universe. He is the magician, as it were. He is playing tricks, confusing us. You can call it a sport, or lila, or fun, or whatever you like. It is he who has assumed many forms, aneka rupam. He is the thief and he is the policeman. That's the Vedanta comes. He is the good and he is the evil. He is the Ekam Devam, the Lord who is one without a second, one all pervading self. That story of Ramakrishna, that the sadhu, one sadhu was very honest, good sadhu. So he went for begging or something, and some people beat him to such a beating. For what reason, I do not know. Maybe some other religious denomination beat him, and he was almost fainted and he lost his outer consciousness. When the others came to know, then took care of the sadhu and then treated him, and he came back to consciousness after some time. Then the sadhu was asked, who did this to you? Who is the guy? Could you acknowledge, recognize? He said that he who is feeding me milk now to bring my consciousness back, it is the same, it is he has beaten me. The person to his eye at that point of crisis, when he is really in that pain and agony and he was unconscious, just came back to the consciousness. He is established in the truth. Who is feeding me? You are feeding me warm milk to bring my consciousness. You the same. You have killed me, or you have beaten to death. That is, there is no two. One has become many. Swami Vivekananda's lecture is there. So it is one, that one is appearing as many. One is acting in many roles at a time. So that is the beauty of God's creation. So who is without a second? At the empirical level, there is this confusion in our level, empirical level. This diversity. But to see this diversity is a mistake. To see the one behind this diversity is true knowledge. And when you see that one as your own self, you are free from all bonds. Sarvaha pasche muchyate. Sarva pasui pasui. Sarva pasui vimuchyate. Yet you are liberated. Then you can free from all bonds and you can be liberated. What is meant by bonds? Bondage means your delusion. You are deluded by the diversity, by the name and forms. That is your ignorance. Knowledge is to see the one behind the many and to see that you are that one. The same self that is within you is the self that is in every being. that is everywhere. If I hurt you, I hurt myself. This knowledge, this consciousness is called Atma Jnana, self-knowledge. So what is self-knowledge? That is the self-knowledge. I permeate everywhere. I am appearing in so many forms. Okay, so our time is up. Do you have any question? This beautiful verse. Anadi anantam kulilasya madhe. Sanskrit, Sanskrit has its charm, no? Because why it is charm? Because this verse has been chanted by sages and rishis. Thousands and thousands of years it is continuing. And it has so much potential meaning and experience behind. Because it is experience of some sage. And he expressed like Ramakrishna experience and he's talking. So in those days people used to speak in Sanskrit. So it is very normal. As a Arjuna and Krishna. We are thinking, my God, 18 chapters, Bhagavan Krishna, it is not believable. How can he speak in the middle of the war, this hey, 700 verse big, 700 verse, suppose in your vernacular, if you are talking, suppose Sanskrit is your mother language, and you are born to speak like English, no? How long it will take to say this 700 verses? Maximum 2-3 hours, maximum. So 2-3 hours in this turmoil, the Arjuna cannot go to get the counseling for his solution of life's problem. Well, so yes, but that has get so much potential power. The meditation is good meditation. Anadi Anantam, close your eyes. It is beginningless, endless, that entire creation. All these are Kalilasya, there's so much turmoil going on. All this confusion and fight and selfishness, unselfishness, lie, good, bad, whatever is going on in this ocean. And that's Swastaram who has created this whole cosmos and also created the chaos. It is he has created the chaos. That's why Swami Lokesharana says, it's Leela. You may say it is Leela, not this Leela. Leela. It is the Leela of God. It's the play of God, fun of God. And then, and that Kalilasya Madhye Sashtaramekam Aneka Rupam. These all forms are his form. I am fool, I don't see that. Why you are seeing many? It is one is appearing so many costumes. It is wax museum. Ramakrishna says wax garden. Wax garden, you go, the tree is made of wax but looks like a tree. Bench is like a bench, but it is wax made. The floor you are sitting, it is only floor. It is wax. The man who is sitting over there, it is wax. And you are saying all diversity, good, bad, this, that. Why not see the one and know this and be free and know that you are that. You are not separate from that. As if everything is there, I am separate, somewhere see. No, you are also permeated into the same consciousness. So feel it here, feel it everywhere. That is called knowledge, approximate. Any question?
What is Ishwar love?
Ishwar love. This is Ishwar love. But connotation, some may see that at a vision, that's also a progress in the spiritual life. We see this reality. If his mind is pure, that pure mind can show some divine forms, divine light. Surely it is good, but it is not the ultimate. It is a milepost, signpost. In your journey, as we go to a new place, and suppose there is no GPS, but some people told you, you will find a school coming, middle school. You cross that, then you will find on the left side there is McDonald's, and then you go like this. If you say so, so even when you are driving, if you see that there is a school coming, yes, ma, I'm progressing. I'm on the right track. That gives conviction. But that is not the goal. Goal is that when we die,
Mm.
real goal is our death of this duality. You mentioned about the subtle body of Holy Mother seen by saint. Can you say the Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna are still in their subtle body? Of course. Say Rama in Indian spiritual tradition, Christ in the Christian tradition. Even people are seeing today Christ and their life is transformed totally. Mother Mary, no? Saints, all the saints who you worship, they have their experience. It is eternal. They keep their subtle body for the good of world. That's the purpose of avatars coming. They don't come and go away. They remain for ages together. So Rama is a prehistoric or historic, God knows. Krishna is a myth or real person. Whatever people, historians may fight, that's not the point. Swami Vivekananda says there is something which you name Krishna that is still inspiring the whole world. Rama, Christ, Buddhas. So they keep their subtle bodies. And ordinary people will cannot keep that. When you die, in between few days you may be the subtle body. And when you take another body, the subtle body is entered into another body, another engine, no? One car, ambassador car. Yeah, so you get to the feet or you get to the Toyota. Some car, one car to another car. In between, maybe without car for some time. But avatars remain in that, and whenever any sincere person is sincerely in the mental level, meditation is in mental level, and mind becomes purer level of mind, they can see that.
Maharaj, the subtle body of the saints,
Hmm?
the subtle body of the saints that you're talking about,
Hmm.
do they have the same form as the gross body? Like when
Of course, what happens? Think of you in your dream. You have the same body. You look like this, your nose is like that, ear like that, hand like that, feet like that, but it is not the gross. But that time you do not know it is not the gross. That time you think it is your body. That's why when they see the God vision, they see it is God. Undoubtedly it is God. They can touch, feel. In our dream, don't you touch, feel? We eat some food, we release that food, but it is not the gross food, all made of subtle elements. Similarly, but that is also darshan, duality, that should collapse. No seeing here, that we go to the deep sleep state. But here is an ignorance barrier, that's why we don't feel that absolute joy. We remain the same old guy and come back, touching that ground and come back. That's why life is not transformed, character is not changed. But you have to penetrate that by sadhana, then you enter into the realm of your own divinity. Will Holy Mother and Sri Ramakrishna continue to be in their subtle bodies forever? That is not our business. But I think they will be. As Rama is still now continuing, he should not have. Christ is 2000 years past, he is still doing. So I think they will be continuing so long human race will remain for their redemption and for their freedom. They are help. That is their help. Jim Bhito Jugo Ishvara. We pray every time Ramakrishna in the evening prayer. Ramakrishna is Jim Bhito, means manifested as Jagadishwar. Jim Bhito Jugo Ishvara. Ishvara of this age of confusion and stripes and struggles. He is manifested as the Juga, this whole age has been consolidated. And that he is the appearance, ideal of this age. Jim Vito Juga Ishvara. Jagadishwara is the Lord God of the whole universe, as you just read. Don't think he's like simple man. Look like very honest, very humble person. But he is the Jagadishwara. Ishvara. Ishvara is the Lord, God, Creator. sustainer, destroyer of the whole cosmos, stars, galaxies. What? He can do everything. That's why Swamiji said, Ramakrishna is Kapala Mochar. He can wipe out our karma. But taking our sin, what is that? Our karma? It's just twice. Like the story of the mosquito sitting on the horn of a big bull. We feel, my God, I am giving trouble to the bull. God is so weak, no? Ramakrishna is so weak. Should we give trouble to them? Give as much as you can. He can carry a whole world.
How can you give if you love someone?
It's a question of love. You're not giving, it is only one. The child does not give suffering to mother. Baby does not know anything, so he is surrendering everything. His mother and baby are same. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow, gospel class, I will be there to be in the gospel class tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Our classes are now becoming COVID classes. That experience. Really, people they cannot come, and also traffic and other these are whole day's work. So in person.